The time is crucial issue because we do understand that this winter will be like a quite dramatic, not only for Ukraine but for Europe also, and we do understand that the Russia is like a pushing hard to limit the maximum the energy supply to Europe, and we do understand that it will cause political fluctuations and probably some change of opinions. And that's why the faster we receive the weapons, the more we can do.
Ukraine's defense ministry is warning that Russian forces are preparing for a new offensive. Joining us now is Alina Frolova, who's deputy chairman at the Centre for Defence Strategies and a former Ukrainian deputy minister of defence. Good morning to you, Alina.
Good morning.
Tell us about this new offensive. Whereabouts in the country is it, and how much detail do you have about what Russia is planning?
Well, actually, all the details we have, they are based on the intelligence reporting, which is quite like daily. And yes, they are trying to accumulate new forces on the direction of Kramatorsk and Slaviansk, and to from their part, to complete the Donetsk region occupation. But no one expect it would be like such massive offensive as it was before, because they still did not recover the capabilities of their troops. So there would be some, obviously, but land operation, I believe, would be not the most crucial part for now. The missiles attacks are more substantial.
Okay, so it's set around that Donetsk region, not a land operation, more likely to be air missiles. And we saw, of course, air missiles attack an area of Dnipro within the last day or so, causing more casualties and deaths. Are defensive supplies going to be able to cope with this new onslaught from Russia in the Donetsk region? How are you looking in terms of supply at the moment?
Well, supplies finally started to go in some kind of smooth way. It's still not enough to keep the whole front line, and it's still not enough to make a counteroffensive, but at least we have it and we see how it works, and we see also the work of the most crucial for us howitzers and HIMARS and all this equipment, which makes the difference already. However, based on what you see from Vinnytsia, from Dnipro, one of our priorities air defense systems are air defense systems, and we crucially need them to protect at least the main cities or main infrastructural objects in the country. And that would be a question for the next period.
Okay. How will that request go in? So, which are the countries likely to be able to help you with the air defense system? And are you hearing enough from them? Are you getting enough support?
Um, for us, of course, it's never enough because we're in the middle of this war and we want to end it up as much as possible. But we do understand all the issues with bureaucracy, with financing, with negotiating political negotiations inside the countries. I usually what we have, we can have like a public reports on delivery only after delivery or after the final approval of financing of some systems. And yes, we do expect some air defense systems. Germany was mentioning it. Some other countries were mentioning it, but there is no like a clear yet terms and public announcements about the delivery.
Yeah, I know that the US have just authorized some cash for you to add more modern American fighter jets to your Air Force, and lawmakers have agreed to pay for pilots to be trained on the F-15s and F-16s in the States as well. So you're getting air support there from the US. Um, if we take a larger picture, a larger view of what's happening in the war at the moment, it is going to be a long war. We know that. Are there particular concerns for you, or is there a particular approach that the Ukrainian army is going to take to be able to deal with the fact that this is an ongoing scenario and it is a long picture with offence after offence, like we're hearing from Russia, waves of offensives?
Well, for us, the time is crucial issue because we do understand that this winter will be like a quite dramatic, not only for Ukraine but for Europe also, and we do understand that the Russia is like a pushing hard to limit the maximum the energy supply to Europe, and we do understand that it will cause political fluctuations. and probably some change of opinions. And that's why the faster we receive the weapons, the more we can do. And still, in accordance with what the our chief of defense said, he said that it's quite possible to end up this war till the end of this year if we got all the weapons we requested, and if we can complete these capabilities we need for counteroffensive on the
Yeah.
land operation.
Okay, so it would be possible, according to one of your defence ministers, for the war to end by the end of the year if you received all the support you need in terms of weaponry. Finally, we are about to have in the next few months a new Prime Minister here in Britain, Alina, and I wondered
Mhm.
what you thought of the fact that Boris Johnson will no longer be our Prime Minister and that someone new will be in that position within a matter of months. How does Ukraine feel about that?
Well, I should tell you that all the Ukraine is now quite inside the UK politics. That's so.
Oh, I
So
see.
you have millions of eyes watching at you, and of course, the Boris Johnson is very popular here because he was actually the person who was driving the assistance. I mean, that in the most difficult time, he was the most vocal. He was pushing. We understand that this is UK who is pushing this, but he was a face for driving this assistance from all over the world. And that is why for us, of course, he is a very important person and we appreciate his participation in all this. However, I do believe that this is UK interest to support Ukraine and to win this war against Russia, not only Boris Johnson and his cabinet. And we do believe that whoever will come instead of him, we will have the continuous support, because I just not so long ago visited UK and I saw the support of usual people, and that is the most important stuff
Mm.
because that's influenced the politics, and that's why I do believe that the UK is our friend for a long time.
Are you getting him a leaving
Whoever will
present,
stay.
Alina?
Yeah.
I wonder what you can send as a message of thanks to Boris Johnson. Look, we are completely behind you as ever, and I'm sure that that will remain the case for the next leader. At the moment here, it's all to play for, and I'm fascinated that the people of Ukraine are getting geeky about UK politics as well. Great to speak to you, Alina Frolova, who's Deputy Chairman at the Centre for Defensive Strategies and a former Ukrainian Deputy Minister of Defence. Thank you.